Hi there, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. Apologies for the lack of videos last week. I was actually away on holiday enjoying some nice weather, but I'm back now, and I thought today I'd do a very quick April market update. We're about a week into the month now, but an April market update. Over the last few days I've been preparing a report, general monthly report for work, so I thought a good opportunity to take some of those kind of findings and ideas and do a video based on that. So let's jump straight over and have a look at the Bitcoin market. So this is a daily chart of Bitcoin price in dollars. You can see here back top left we have the all-time high back in October, and then this is his general trend line down, which is now just about to potentially meet this upper band from this bear flag we're in. So we had essentially over the last few months we had an all-time high back in October, early October. A lot of people were still bullish here, thought it was just a pullback, and then we would break all-time highs again. I think everybody now has accepted that we're in a bear market. Even the most bullish people, I think, have accepted that. So we came down, we tested this 50-week moving average, bounced around there, then decisively broke through down to the 100-week moving average. So the three lines here: 50-week moving average, 100-week moving average, and just here at the bottom you can see the 200-week moving average, which we haven't hit yet. So we broke through the 50 down to the 100 on the hourly kind of chart. Then we bounced around in this this bear flag basically for just over 2 months. I think it was 68 days from initial low to then the breaking of out of the bottom of this band. So we've bounced around there. Then we had that decisive break. I think it was in the early February, 5th or 6th of February, and that's when we came down. Make this a little bit bigger just to make it a little bit easier to see. So we had this decisive breakdown. We went down to 60k there. We bounced pretty positively. So we went down to 60k overnight, bounced positively, finished the next day around 70, and we've been essentially moving sideways, slightly up, just like the bear flag we had here. Very similar kind of pattern. So we've been moving sideways and slightly up in this bear flag. Since then, we did have a daily close above it a couple of weeks ago, and then last week we had a daily close just below it, but not with any kind of volume, and they've always come back the next day. So I think we're still within this kind of trend, and I think we're probably getting towards the end of it. This previous trend was about 68 days. 68 days would take us to, I think, the 14th of April, which would be here. So I imagine in the next week, maybe 2 weeks, we will have a break out of this kind of trend. And I think that will be to the downside. I think we'll go down, and I think we'll test this 200-week moving average, which we always traditionally have with Bitcoin. I'd like to see a break. We might come down, test that for a couple of days, and then break lower, but I think we'll have a break below the 200-week moving average. My target, if I just scroll down here, is still the 50k mark, and a similar drop in price. I think this was a 27% drop from the previous, or from the bottom of the range to the close there. If we had another one of those, I think that takes us just below the 50k mark, takes us down to about 49,000, something like that. What would invalidate my ideas would be, I think, if we have, you can see here we've got the overall trend and the top of this bear flag coming together probably around the 77,000 mark, and that will be in about 10 days time. If we stay within this range for that long, get towards the upper range, if we break through that sort of 77,000 mark decisively and then stay above that for a few days, maybe consolidate above that, then this overall kind of trend line which we've been in since October, that what is essentially resistance, will potentially become support. I don't think that will happen. We'd need a really strong kind of breakout of this kind of pattern. We haven't seen it even here where we reached the top of the pattern, broke through it for a day, but came straight back in, then touched the lows. I think far more likely to go down than up. But if we did break above 77,000 in, say, 10 days time or so, and we stayed above that for a week, trended above that, I might consider my short-term kind of thesis. But in the short term, I think probably in the next week to 2 weeks we'll have a breakdown. I think we should come below the 200-week moving average at some point. I'm hoping we come down towards the 50k mark. Anyway, not financial advice. This is just my kind of thoughts of what the market is doing. I think everybody can accept now we're in a bear market. I think a lot of people were bullish for too long. I think it's fine to be bearish in a bear market. It's fine to be bullish in a bull market. But I think to be bullish just because that's what you want that to happen when all the data and all the charts are saying otherwise is a little bit foolish. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video. But until then, have a good day. Bye bye.